Good afternoon. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Mariam Isa Al Ali Zastafel. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
It's very true. She does that every single day. My purpose is, my name is Alexander Zastafel, and my purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
Existence, guys, existence. And today we are coming to you on the last episode in 2022 on Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you guys every single Tuesday at 12 p.m. Miami time. That's 9 p.m. Dubai time. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. And we cannot wait to share with you this topic that is going to be helping you with your life and also with your business.
Mm-hmm.
The topic is?
Conflicting information is killing your dreams. This is episode 34. Conflicting information is the thing that is killing your dreams. And we're going to tell you exactly why right now. We're going to tell you exactly why your dreams have been killed, maybe consciously or unconsciously. You don't know why it's happening, but there is reasons why it is happening. I promise you that.
100%. And without any further ado, I think we should just get into it.
Let's get right into it.
Because it is a very important topic. If I'm just going to speak on the definition a little bit, so we make it even.
Yes.
So what is conflicting data, guys? When we say conflicting information, what do we mean by conflicting information? You have a piece of information, but then you have another piece of information that is clashing with it. It's opposite to it. For example, you say, oh, I want to open a business, but then they told me I'm short. I don't know, something like that.
Or I don't have any money.
Or right? I don't have any money. So you want it, but you have another conflicting information that stops this from happening. Mm-hmm. I want to go lose weight, go to the gym to lose weight, but what if it doesn't work out? Conflicting information. And every time you want to go ahead and set your intention towards something, and then there's a conflicting information, it means that is stopping the movement of that flow that you created for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the main reasons why it's killing your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no flow. There is something that is stopping, is clashing with that piece of information that stops it from going forward.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, exactly.
I'm excited.
Yes, Mariam's very excited. I'm excited too, because like most people don't think about this. And when people talk about mindset, the setting of the mind, and your attitude and all those things, they forget about this. Because you can like work on your mindset, but if you still have conflicting information that's preventing you from getting to where you want to go, it's going to stop you right in your tracks. So conflicting information is extremely important. And Wi-Fi put up the exact definition. So conflicting information is reports, theories, or other analysis of data that go against each other. Yeah. So like for another example, like if Mariam said she wants to go to the gym, or I want to say I want to go to the gym, you want to go to the gym, but you say you don't like waking up in the morning, or you say that you don't like going to the gym. Like, I really want to get more healthy. I want to work on myself, and I want to have more energy, but I don't want to go to the gym. Yes. Right? I don't like going to the gym. Well, one of those is going to have to be removed. You can still not like going to the gym, but you're not going to get healthy. Or you can get healthy and you're going to have to get rid of that idea that you don't like going to the gym. And you can replace it with something like, I love going to the gym because I know what results I'm going to get.
I love that. And with that being said, I think we should just go ahead and jump into the point. But again, anything that is having a counter thought with something that you already have is a conflicting information.
Yes. So why is conflicting information killing your dreams? Number one is you don't know which way to go. So for example, again, if you have, actually one example is if you have two great generals, like if you're in the army and you have two generals that are leading you, that's going to be a problem because both of them can be really great. They can really both know what they're doing. But if they have conflicting information they're telling you, you're not going to go anywhere. If you're driving in the car and someone tells you to go right and someone tells you to go left, like right, you're good. So if you go right, you're going to have an amazing life. If you go left, you're going to have an amazing life. Right?
Sure.
Life. Both of them sound great, but which way do you go? Okay, so it's actually better to have one piece of information, maybe make some mistakes possibly, right? But go one direction that you want to be going in instead of trying to go all directions. Instead of listening to so many different opinions and different things that we've been told, right? So conflicting information is going to prevent you from knowing which way to go. Like you're going to be stopped in your tracks, basically. And this happens all of the time in our minds. We just don't realize it, which is why Merriman and myself, we always talk about awareness. Like awareness is having a certain knowledge or perception of something.
100%.
If you have the perception of it, you know it.
100%.
You know, right? But if you don't know, and you don't know why something's happening to you, one of the reasons might be conflicting data. You were told something when you were young, like money doesn't grow on trees, but you want a lot of money. Well, which one is it? Well, I found out later on that money does grow on trees because it's paper, you know, and paper comes from trees. So
100%.
it doesn't grow on trees, but it's from a tree. So I'm like, well, that doesn't even make any sense. So I started going after the money instead, you know, like I had to make that switch and transition. I had to get rid of some old ideas that were not true.
I love that. So imagine when you have conflicting data, you don't know which way to go. Going back to something you just mentioned, both pieces of information could be great. It's just you don't know which one to go. Like, for example, I'll mention a grant. A grant talks about taking debt to run a business. For example, you are listening, not to judge, but for example, you are listening to Grant and you are listening to Dave Ramsey. Okay, so both of them have their own opinions, right? But for me, because I'm someone who want to grow my business and I want to take in debt that I know how to, pay back, that's fine. So it's not all debt is bad debt, So Cardone says, go ahead, take debt to grow your business. Dave says, all debt is bad debt. Yeah. So imagine you are listening to two mentors and every single one of them, they give you a different piece of information that looks like it's clashing. So who are you going to listen to? Are you going to take that or are you not going to take that? I'm going to tell you, every single company you would think about right now in your mind, any big company you would think about in this whole universe, they have debt. Amazon had that, Apple has that, Coca-Cola has that, right? Every single company has debt, right? Debt calculated in the right way can help you grow your business, right? But again, it's not all debt is that bad. The bad debt is when you go ahead and take 20,000 from the bank to buy the Gucci.
Yeah, you spend your money instead of investing.
Thank you. You spend it instead of investing it, right? So when you are having conflicting data, you don't know which way to go. I used to listen to a lot of mentors back in the days, like a lot of them, but I don't know which one. Someone say, oh, don't be pushy with sales. Don't be pushy when you're selling. And then Cardone says, be unreasonable. Because if you believe so much in the product and you know it's going to be helping people, push it. So again, you listen to someone who they are demonstrating a success that you want. You don't copy them, right? Cardone even said, don't have to copy me. It's just you learn from the guy something, or whoever you want to learn from, something that person has that you need, right? Like Alex and I were all about the speed. You might be hearing someone say, oh, it takes 2 months to create a virtual event. And then you hear Miriam and Alex say, oh, no, it takes 3 days to do a virtual event. People say, oh my God, it takes a year to run a live event. I will tell you, it takes 1 month to run a live event. So who are you going to be listening to? For me, in that case, if I'm listening to that scenario, I'll be like, I want something quickly with the speed. But if I'm a perfectionist and I want it to be perfect and I don't want, it's not going to happen. Right? And it's going to take even longer for it to happen. So number one, why conflicting data is killing your dreams? Because you don't know which way to go. So the solution to that, be selective. Be selective. What do you want? What's your purpose? What are your goals? When you have a clarity on that, you know which way to go. Again, we are approaching 2023. We're approaching 2023 in 5 days. There's a 5-day countdown now, right? If you don't know which way to go, you're scared of the year and stuff like that, is because you don't have the right information to help you with that. You have some conflicting information. You say, oh, I want to do it again next year, but what if I fail because I failed this year? Okay, valid information. What did you learn?
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn? Like, again, be selective. Where are you headed next year? 2023, where are you headed? What's your purpose? I'm telling people, if you don't know your purpose, you're going to start next year the way you did for this year. Excited. Oh my God, it's my year. 2023 is my year. You said it in 2022. You said 2021. You said it 2020. This year is my year. And oh my God, I'm going to crush it. You did the same thing last year. But what is going to be different other than the dopamine rush? What is going to be different? Which way are you going to take? You cannot say, oh my God, Mariam, I'll figure it out on the 1st of Jan. 1st of Jan, Habibi, 1st of Jan is a Sunday. You're telling me on the 1st of Jan, on a Sunday, you're going to work on your dreams? You don't work on normal Sundays. You're going to work on the 1st of Jan? Be selective. If you don't know which way to go, be selective. Know your purpose. State your goals. Connect your goals to your purpose. I was running a purpose session a few days ago, and I helped a group of people to find their purpose. And I told them, like, if the purpose is not connected to a goal, it's not gonna happen, right? It's not gonna happen. You will not have the fuel for it. So when you have conflicting data, it's killing your dreams because you don't know which way to go.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. You don't know which way to go. And one thing I'll add to that, Mariam talked about how, if you have a clear purpose, if you have clear goals, you're going to be able to move in a faster direction, in the direction you want to go. But what happens is we're not clear on that, and we get distracted by everything, right? We have a lot of conflicting information coming in. You have things on Instagram and TikTok and all these different things that are a lot of noise. So once you're clear on that, you can actually filter all of those things out that are counter intentions and counter to your dreams, right? They're conflicting to where you want to go. So what you do when you have pure clarity on that, you can push those things away. And that includes things, it includes habits, it includes your mindset, and it includes people too.
100%.
Right? If people aren't aligned with where you're going, there's no reason why you should give up your dreams for just to make someone else keep the peace, basically. There's no reason you should do that, right? If you're so laser focused on something, if you have so much attention onto it, nothing's going to be able to stop it. What abundance means, you guys want to get to abundance in your life? Well, what it really means is having so much of something that it cannot be taken away anymore.
Preach.
Yeah. So abundance means you have so much of something that it cannot be taken away anymore. So do you want abundance of money? Do you want an abundance of your own dreams? Do you want an abundance of a time, right? Or do you want all of those things to control you? Because that's where most people are at right now. If you actually want abundance, you're going to have to get rid of some ideas that you have had for a long time. You're going to have to get rid of your excuses. You're going to have to get rid of some people. You're going to have to, I pause there because some of you don't want to, but you're going to have to. Okay. You're going to have to get rid of some things in your life.
Right.
You're going to have to get rid of some things that you really like. Okay. If you truly want abundance and freedom, that is what's going to be required, because a lot of those other things are conflicting information and things to where you're going. And when there's conflicting, and Mariam keeps on doing this because it's not going anywhere. But when you have something that's aligned, it just goes like this. There it goes.
I love it.
So
that's a zestful move right there.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Go ahead.
With flow, you want to get into flow. You don't want to be stagnant and still.
Clear and conquer. Some of you guys might be like, oh, Mariam, which way to go now? Well, the quickest answer, guys, come join our accountability group. Okay, we have an accountability group that we hold them accountable for 365 days for their success. And we meet twice a week. That's 104 sessions a year. Okay, so you have access to us twice a week to go ahead and help you with whatever you're facing challenges with. I just wanted to throw this one out there because it's our ethical obligation to tell you about it.
Yeah, I see Tanya and Stella and a few other people are live right now with us. So thank you guys. I see you commenting.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, ladies.
And it's all on how committed you are. Like how badly do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you're going to get rid of those conflicting things.
Right.
and how committed you are, you know? So let's go to the next piece though, because I want to make sure that we get to everything. Why are your dreams being killed? By conflicting information. Like your dreams are being killed, diminished. They're going away, okay? Because of conflicting information. Right. And the second reason is it's creating confusion. Confusion is created instead of dreams, right? You don't know what to do. And when you're confused, you basically don't do anything, right? If you're confused on the fact that you don't know which way to go, like you're following a GPS, let's say, but the GPS isn't telling you where to go. That's confusing, you know? Someone's telling you that that you should go get a job, go be successful, go do all these amazing things. Like maybe it was your parents, maybe it was some of your friends that telling you all these things, but then they tell you don't meet strangers. Like don't talk to strangers.
Right. Wow.
Well, how is that going to work? I don't even know how I'm going to get a new job because I don't know those people.
Right.
You know, so like there's conflicting things that you need to become aware of and then change so you can change your dreams for the future.
Love that.
And if you have a lot of conflicting information, there's going to be a lot of confusion. And where there is confusion, there is failure.
I love that. So again, guys, imagine this energy you are putting in for yourself. So when you have conflicting data, instead of you getting clarity on your dreams, you're getting confused. And I'm gonna tell you, confusion is this feeling that gets you nowhere. When you get more confused, you get even more confused, you get some more confusion, and you don't even know what to do because you have so many conflicting data. But Maryam tells me to think big, and I have my coach to tells me to do this. I'll give you an example. There is a lady who have been helping her with her content, right? I told her, you have to post every single day. We have a marketing checklist, Clear and Conquer marketing checklist, right? So this is a checklist we actually check on every single day. So this lady, I was mentoring her, and I told her on social media, you have to post everywhere: Snapchat, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, YouTube, whatever where she needs to go ahead and post. So she started posting, and then suddenly I didn't hear from her for a while. And I was following up with her from time to time, and I was like, what's going on? Is she okay? And then suddenly I look at her Instagram account. She deleted all her content. And she had like one post that had like this logo, something. And I said, are you okay? Like I sent her a voice note. Are you okay? I see this thing happening with you. What's going on? She's like, oh no, Maryam, I spoke to someone and they said my videos were all over the place and they need to be systematic and they need to be having all these branding and stuff like that. And I'm like, do you realize that you have deleted all the content that created some credibility for you? She was confused. She's like, Maryam, I didn't know what to do. This person tells me this person tells me that. I'm like, no problem. Just come and tell me what is your perspective about it. And I could have helped you as your mentor, right? Because you could be hearing a lot of different information right now. And again, when there's so much information, there's so much confusion. And when there's confusion, there is so much conflicting information. So much conflicting information that makes you focus on the confusion instead of focusing on your dreams. What's your dreams? Why are you here? Every single day, every single morning, Alex and I, we write our goals. Every single night before we go to bed, we write our goals. Why? Because we are reminding ourselves where we're headed. We are not confused. When we see, for example, we keep on, there are days we keep on posting on social media, and sometimes we have 1 like, 2 likes, no views, whatever, right? We don't say, oh my God, it's not working. What a failure. Nobody likes our content, right? It's not that.
Do you guys do that?
You guys do that? Sometimes you get confused. Oh my God, I don't see results. No, Habibi, you'll see results. Just keep that momentum and that work going. Keep that momentum and keep that work going. Like nothing is going to happen overnight. So when you have conflicting information, Maryam, I keep posting, but I don't see results. Who told you going to see results immediately? In the marketing, one of the marketing commandments by Cardone, assume nobody saw it. People that are not really, oh my gosh, let me see what Maryam is doing today. They are like looking at what 70,000. You said 70,000.
Yeah. There's people think 70,000 thoughts every single day.
Yeah, they will think of you. You have to be on their face every day if you have something that can help them in their life, be it a product, be it a service, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, we have an expression in Arabic: بعيد عن العين بعيد عن الخاطر. Whatever is away from the eye is away from the heart.
Yeah.
So whatever is you don't see, خلاص. So that's why it's sometimes you do something for a very long time, but if you don't understand why, you will not get anywhere. So when we teach people about social media and posting, we say, okay, it's okay. Keep on posting. Even though nobody's watching or nobody sees it, keep on posting. But we don't say, oh, keep on posting, and we don't tell them why. We tell them, keep on posting because it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up, right? But if we said, just tell them, oh, just keep posting on social media, it's going to happen for you one day. How do they know that? Right? So conflicting data causes confusion in a state of dreams.
100%. And going to the social media thing, by the way, I used to look for perfection. I used to be enticed in all the likes. If I got like less than 30 likes, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Oh my gosh, because I was looking for perfection. I don't like even having the word perfection in my vocabulary anymore because I don't like the word. There's literally no such thing as perfection. And what ended up happening is I wasn't posting. Like nobody knew about me. Also because of one of the conflicting information I used to be told. Fly under the radar. You know, fly under the radar. Be seen but not heard. You know, be seen but not heard. What does it mean to be seen but not heard? How can you even be seen but not heard, by the way? I don't even understand that one. Yeah. It doesn't even make any sense. So all these things that we're told that like starts to create this confusion. I'm like, well, what are you supposed to do here? Like, a lot of things confused me growing up. And I'm like, you know, they're telling me to learn Shakespeare, which is basically like another language. By the way, art thou, thee, thy, why, lie. You know, I'm like, why, huh? You know, and then they were all wondering why I started getting bad grades in school, not paying attention. I didn't know why I was there. I didn't know why I was learning those things. So I had conflicting information in my mind, and at that time, my grades started to suffer. Like they started to go down, and I almost failed English. I almost got held back in my senior year of high school. You know, I was 1% away from being held back. Wow. Right? Not graduating with everybody. Not graduating with all 350 students. I would have been the one to be held back with a couple other people. Wow. Yeah, because I didn't understand. I had conflicting information in my head. I didn't know the reason why. So I didn't put my 100% into it. Now, I realize how important education is. I know why it's so important. That's why I do it every single day now, right? So I got rid of those confusions in my life. Right. Okay, I got rid of those because I couldn't keep on, like I couldn't do that anymore. I was like so frustrated. I didn't want all this confusion in my life anymore. So I found out that it was a lot of conflicting information. Be seen but not heard. You know, make sure you have a plan in place, a perfect plan, basically. Make sure you have all these things in place before you do something. Yeah. No, I'm not going to wait to do something. I'd rather make some mistakes. I'd rather go and do it. Like, for example, I used to, again, going back to the likes, I wanted to figure out the perfect caption and the perfect post to have all those likes. Same. Guys, I was making way less money when I was doing that. Let me tell you that. If you want to make more money in your life, get rid of that perfection thing. Right. Like, just get rid of it. Stop thinking about the perfectionism. Just stop focusing on it. Stop even thinking about perfection. Stop waiting for something to happen and just go start doing. I love that. Switch that. Switch your actions and have only that information in your mind. I only do things now. I'm willing to make mistakes. See, now this is like pulling me towards it. I am willing to make mistakes. I'm willing to not be perfect. I'm willing to go all in on my dreams. I am going to do this. I am going to make more mistakes. I promise myself that. I'm a human being. I'm not God. Right. So I'm definitely going to make more mistakes. And that, when I started switching my thinking like that, when I started getting rid of the information in my head, thinking that I needed to have like a 70-page business plan, the right Canva post, I'm getting cringy even thinking about it. Like all these perfect things that
the website has to have the branding and the colors.
Exactly. Apple, a multi-trillion-dollar company. I think they're worth a couple trillion, maybe 1.5 trillion. Like they're worth a massive amount of money. Has anybody ever gotten their Apple product and had to do an update? Guys, they send out the product before it's perfect. In fact, it's never perfect. There's always problems with the phones. Same with Samsung, same with any of those things.
Right.
They don't wait to send the product out. They send the product out first and then send updates later. You guys all have this backwards.
Right.
This is conflicting information in your life.
Right.
And it's creating confusion. You're wondering, you're confused on why you're not making money right now. You're confused on why things aren't working out for you. You're confused, and then now it's you're failing.
That's cool.
Because
Wow.
you're waiting for things to be perfect. You're trying to be seen but not heard. You are thinking that money doesn't grow on trees. What does that have to do with anything? A penny saved is a penny earned. No, it's a penny. A penny is a penny. It's still a penny saved is a penny earned. A penny is a penny.
Yeah, like in Arabic, يود قرشك الأبيض حق يومك الأسود. Save your black cent. No. Save your white cent for the black days.
Yep. Save your money for a rainy day for us.
Yeah, this
Pretty
is
close.
rainy day. You guys,
Yep.
we don't have rainy days much there, but yeah.
No, not really.
Okay, but you see, like conflicting data. I love all these
Yeah.
examples. I hope you guys are taking notes. For those who are tuning in, this is a Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you guys every single Tuesday at 9 p.m. Dubai time. That's 12 p.m. Miami. Again, the solution to that, guys, you have to be very focused on one question. When you're confused about something here,
Yep.
is this information going to be helping me getting closer to my dream, or is it going to be slowing it down?
Exactly.
When I'm trying to make something, oh my God, so perfect for me to go ahead and launch it, what is this? Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Like again, for me, anything that will add time, I don't do it. Anything. Oh my God, Maryam, when the minute you print the book, tell people you have one. No. I talk about it all the time now, right? I'm writing a book. Yes, I am. But I'm not gonna go ahead because some people are already ready to buy the book. Why do I have to tell them in the 3-4 months when it gets published, right? Like why anything for me, it's a speed. Anything that will slow you down is not good for your dream. So when you get a piece of information, and instead of you getting confused about it, ask yourself, is this going to help me get closer to my dream?
Yep.
When we hear about, for example, the 10X Growth Conference, for those who are going, this conference is going to be in Vegas. It's almost sold out. Nobody knows who are the speakers. Some people actually bought the ticket without knowing the dates of the event, including us, without knowing the dates of the event or where it was. Now we know it is 14, 15, 16 is going to be in Las Vegas. Imagine you commit to something like this, because the minute we heard about the 10X Growth Conference, I'm like, of course we're going.
We buy our tickets a year in advance.
Yes, of course we're going, because again, this is something that gets us closer to my dream. There is no question about it. I'll wait until the last minute. Yeah, Alex, let's wait until February 1st. February 1st there will be no tickets. Right? So the idea is, whenever you are confused about a piece of information, ask yourself, is this getting me closer to my dream or not? It's simple. If there is a process that will take months, we don't do that. When someone comes to us and say, help us with our feasibility study, great. How many days? 2 days. What? I said, this company told me it's 2 months. Why 2 months for a feasibility study? What are you doing for? You're writing a thesis? I'm telling you, anything that adds time between you and your dream is not worth it. And that's why you're confused, right? So ask yourself next time, if there's like a new information that's conflicting with what you have, is it going to be helping me advance or go backward?
Yeah, I hope you guys are taking notes. Maryam said just now that she doesn't do anything that adds time. That's a piece of information she has wired in her brain, by the way. Instead of saying, you don't even really ever say it, you need to be perfect, but you tell yourself that you need to wait until, you need to do this before, I need to do all these things before. That's the information that's conflicting. I hope you guys recognize this right now. Maryam doesn't say those things. I don't say those things either. I tell myself that I don't do things that add time into the equation.
Very true.
And that's a stake in the ground. Like, but if I also am telling myself that I need to wait until, boom, conflicting information. I'm not going to do anything. I'm telling myself I'm going to go to the gym, but then I'm telling myself I don't have time to go to the gym.
Yes.
Boom. Stop myself in my tracks. Nobody else told me I didn't have any time. I told myself that, right? I stopped myself in my tracks immediately. Oh, I have to, I have the kids. I have to go make supper. I have to do all these things. Oh my gosh. I want to get healthy. Well, you're not going to get healthy. That's for sure. Because, I want to go to the gym and get fit. That's not going to happen if you're coming up with all these excuses, all these conflicting things, one thing that I've learned in my life, forget who I learned this from, but you can either tell yourself why something is going to work or why it isn't. And you're going to be right both of the times, either way. I can convince myself. We're really good at convincing ourselves of excuses or not having excuses. We're good at both of them. But which path do you choose? Which piece of information are you going to more follow? Or are you going to try to follow both of them and nothing happen? Yeah. Guys, a lot of times we need to get rid of things before something else comes into our life. And a lot of times it's pieces of information that have been stuck with us for years, right? That are stopping us. How do you get rid of those? You have to first become aware of it. And then once you're aware of it, you can just get rid of it.
100%. Wow. Yesterday I was having a conversation with someone and I was like, amazing things happen when you clear out things out of your life. When you take things out, you don't need an idea, people, perspective, a wrong idea, conflicting information. Something amazing happens when you take them out. They're not welcome there anymore. Yeah. Right? So that's number 2. Wow. Yes. Let's go to number 3.
Let's go.
Why conflicting data is killing your dreams?
Yeah. So the reason why, the number 3 reason is someone told you something that is not true. And this one was very hard for me to confront in the beginning because some of these people I respected them telling me information, even like old mentors, right? Old mentors and old teachers, right? That told me certain pieces of information that, I respect them, but it's based off of their life is what I came to the conclusion of. Based off of their dreams. It had nothing to do with my dreams. Now, I can learn from it and I can use it if I want, but I first had to go the other way and start thinking for myself to figure out what I wanted and then start bringing the information in based off of that. Instead of listening to everybody's opinion, no, this is the way that it is. This has been like this for 2,000 years. This has been like this for our generation, Alex. This is a family generation. This has been in our family for years. Okay, great. Maybe that thing is really bad though. Maybe it's toxic. Maybe it's not supposed to be there.
Right.
But it's been there because everybody agreed that it's been a family generation. It's been passed along, right? Whatever is happening, right? Maybe it's not supposed to be there though, is my point. But someone told me that it was. And I used to not listen to myself and listen to everybody else. And what I found is I became depressed for 10 years. I didn't trust myself because I wasn't ever listening to myself. I didn't know which direction to go. I didn't know my definite purpose in life. I didn't know what my goals were anymore. I tried to commit suicide, like I led myself down this really crazy road because I was never, ever listening to myself. I was listening to what people told me were pieces of information. This is the way it has to be, and I got very confused because of that. Because personally, I was supposed to be taking a different path, but I didn't know that.
Right.
And God was telling me to take that path, but I was taking a different path, because I was instead of listening to God, I was listening to a lot of other humans' opinions, instead of God's truth. That isn't even an opinion. It's the truth. God is the truth, and you are the truth because of that. So, that's what I have to say about that. I started thinking for myself.
Oh, that's powerful, babe. Oh my gosh. Like you said, God is the truth, and you are the truth because God is the truth. So who is actually connected to their truth? You know, when we talk about purpose, we talk about your own truth. You know, it's very, very highly like it's a very high connecting word to the divine, to God, right? And if I may add something here,
Please.
Growing up, I was told so many wrong things. I shared the story so many times before, but I want to share it one more time. I remember one of my teachers back in school. I was, I think, 9 or 10 years old. And she was telling us that she was literally spreading hatred. Like she said, our religion, Islam, is the best. Christianity is not good. They're bad people. Jews are bad. Oh my gosh, all those people who are non-Muslims are bad people. And she was making a statement. And you know, when you are a kid and you are and still like you feel you are in your own truth, you are connected with God, that not so many ideas came into your mind and there's not so many conflicting information yet. I'm like, what? Oh, everybody else is bad except Muslims. I know my family is good, I know my friends are good, they're all Muslims, but what is this lady saying? She said everybody else is not good because of that. So I raised my hand and asked a question. I'm like, Abla, which means teacher, I said, you say all other religions are bad. My nanny, she took care of me after my mom passed away. My nanny is Christian, and she stayed in our family for long years because she didn't want to let go of us. She wanted to make sure that we are okay before she leaves. She's like, are you telling me that Lisa is bad? Is Lisa bad? That question, that comment that I gave to my teacher provoked her. She literally told me, get out of the class. She didn't have an answer for me. Or maybe she knew I have a point. I mean, and even in Islam, there is a verse in the Quran that says, you have your religion and I have mine. It's something that when someone say, oh, do not be friends with Jews and friends with non-Muslims, whatever. I'm friends with Muslims, I'm friends with Jews, I'm friends with Christians, I'm friends with people who don't have a religion, I'm friends with everybody, because whatever their faith is between them and God, I'm not gonna interfere with that. Right? Now that's my own reality. But at that time, someone told me that everybody else is bad because they are with a certain group. That didn't make any sense. And when you are in your purest form as a child, you know the truth. It just sometimes you are around people who will tell you someone. Sometimes this person could be a teacher, could be someone. It doesn't have to be sometimes family. Sometimes, yes, sure, family could be part of it, but it's a piece of information you heard that is not true. That's why I always say to God, like it's a prayer I say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa. God, I seek refuge to you from unnecessary knowledge, unnecessary or false knowledge. I ask God to protect me from unnecessary or false knowledge. Imagine if I have people around me now saying, oh my gosh, Maryam, you married Alexander. Alexander is young. Alexander was raised Christian. So what? He's a beautiful man. He's changing the way he's changing the world together. Right? So there you have some information in your mind right now. They're conflicting because someone told you something that is not true. It's just not true. You know, and number 4 is going to help you a little bit more with this, but think about it. What kind of information you were told and you know it's not true? Your nature, your spirit rejects it. Your spirit cannot see that. I cannot see. I mean, for me, I always look at people. I know if they are good and bad by one thing. Are they dividing or are they bringing people together? Right? Are they dividing people? Like they spread something to divide people and put them into groups and segmentations? Or is this person saying something to bring everybody together? I was talking during Christmas. I did an Instagram live during Christmas, and I was talking about Christmas. And people were like, oh my God, why are you celebrating with the Christians? You're a Muslim, why are you celebrating with the Christians? And my thing is like, guys, if you look at the pure, like I looked, right? If you look at the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, if you look at the fundamentals, they're the same. The foundation is the same. Worship God, be good to your neighbor, do not commit adultery, do not steal, be good to your parents. The fundamentals are the same. The core is the same. Why are we focusing on the differences instead of the similarities? When I go talk to my friends, whatever their religion are, or they don't have a religion, I don't talk about the things that divide us or are different from us. I talk about the things that bring us together. I don't divide, I bring people together. So this is how you know a true nature of someone. And I'm telling you, you were born to bring people together. It is someone across the way told you something that is not true, that is a conflicting data, conflicting information to you right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And here's the thing, like, I will get to number 4 because this is what Miriam's talking about as well. Number 4, the reason why your dreams are being killed is because you're not looking for yourself. You're not actually looking into it. You're just allowing other people's opinions to go over your own opinion,
right.
Like be senior to your opinion, to be senior to you, basically. You're belittling yourself, which is number 4. So you do not look and see for yourself. Number 4 is you do not look and see for yourself. Miriam went to go look and see for herself. She looked at all 3 major religions, right? And went and studied them, right? In depth, in very great depth, right? And one thing that I was told when I was growing up was that the Middle East is full of terrorists, right? Maybe that even triggers you just hearing that, right? But that's what I started to believe because everybody around me was telling me that. Like a lot of people were anyways, not my family necessarily, but people were telling me that. And I started to develop this fear around people from the Middle East. And for those of you that don't know, I'm married to Miriam. She's from the Middle East.
Arab hardcore.
She's from the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
And she invited me like a year and a half ago, roughly, to come over there, which was the first time I even went overseas, by the way. Yeah. It was my first time going to the Middle East, obviously. And I still had a little fear going there because I was like told that, there's like, I'm not necessarily like there actually, but the first time I met Miriam, I had fear, right? Because I was brainwashed into thinking about this fear, right?
Yeah.
I was told that basically I had this idea that people from the Middle East are bad as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was also told growing up Catholic that I wasn't supposed to talk to Muslims either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these things are clearly, if you're Muslim, not true.
Right.
And I went and looked for myself, by the way. I started looking because none of that ever made sense growing up. It confused the crap out of me. It drove me crazy that other people within the same thing would judge other people when they're also saying, conflicting information, that God is the only person to judge people. So anytime you guys are judging people based off of another religion, you're also probably part of the same religion that says only God can judge.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Anyways, I went and looked for myself. I married a Muslim and someone from the Middle East, right? Yeah. I went and looked for myself. I went to the UAE, and they are beautiful people. They're amazing. I love them. They're in fact, they have things that my country doesn't have, like overwhelmingly giving. Like hospitality is like way high in the sky on their priority list, which should be, right? And I was like treated like a king, and like I'm like,
yeah,
wow. My whole life I came to like the realization, I'm like, all of what, like how much other things was what I started thinking that I was told is completely BS. That is false. That is completely non-existent.
Right.
And what I learned in these moments is to go look for myself. I want to go find out for myself. A lot of things that I were told, the things that I were told that were really bad in my life ended up being very good for me. And that was one of them. And, Miriam is the biggest blessing that has ever come into my life, and she's not from America, right? She's not from here. She doesn't look like most people here, whatever, right? Like all these like things, right?
Exotic.
Yeah, she's, She's exotic. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, someone
exotic. Yes, exactly. Anyways, the point here is when you actually look for yourself, you go find out the truth. And when there's a lot of hate and criticism behind things, go look into that.
Yeah.
Like money and money is the root of all evil. Go look into it. Anybody who's saying that probably doesn't have money.
Right.
You know, so go look for yourself. That's our point. And when you actually go look for yourself, you're going to find some beautiful things that you were never even tapped into because everybody told you those were bad things.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's to my heart right now. I feel it in my heart even saying that.
100%. So guys, crazy things happen when you look for yourself. I came to the US here for the first time in 2008 for a conference with the university, and I met Americans for the very first time, and I'm like, wow, they're amazing people. People told me, oh no, don't go, they don't like Arabs. Like, that's the ones I met. I mean, here's the thing, but some people talk to you about their own reality, but you need to go look for yourself. You need to go look for yourself and see and read and study. Actually, I was told growing up, do not read the Bible and do not read the Torah. Why not? No, don't read the Maryam. It's gonna shake your faith. I'm like, wallah, my faith is very strong. My intention is to read this and get educated about other people, right? So we were told not to do it because it's considered taboo, haram. You're haram. You're not supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Says who, right? God Almighty in the Quran, it says, وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا. We made you nations and tribes so you get to know each other. So it's in the holy book. Again, here's the thing, guys. Look and see for yourself. When you don't look and see for yourself, you have conflicting data. Like Alex had a conflicting data about Muslims. I had conflicting data about Christians and so on and so forth. But hey, now we are united under Clear and Conquer. Where is our thing here? Our logo, right? We are united under Clear and Conquer, and we are Alex and I, and people around us, like Wi-Fi. Shout out to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, yes. Get ready. We want to pull you today. This is the last day.
We're gonna pull you up.
We want to pull you up because for the two people who don't know your name, we want to introduce him to you. So we have someone like William, who's all about bringing people together. We don't divide, we bring people together. We bring people together. We love to bring people together.
Yeah.
Because when we bring people together, you know that this is why we are here for. This is the bigger purpose. You know, when I tell you my purpose is to help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose, it's a humanity. It is the mankind. It's not about you. When someone tell me, oh my God, Maryam, my purpose is about me. Habibti, this is a mission. Because I'm telling you.
I guess it is, but it's also.
But yeah, sorry, yes, it is, but also it's a huge. Your purpose is a huge. It's not only about yourself, right? So when you do not look and see for yourself, when you don't intentionally look and see, you allow more confusion to come into your life, and more conflicting data will lead to a lot of things. I mean, not only religion-wise, but also business-wise. You know, so, accounting. Talk about it all the time. I did accounting. Maryam Alani I graduated with an accountancy degree. How? I don't know. In our company, I don't look at the numbers. It's Alex area. I don't want to see. I just want to see the last number, how much money we have in the bank. Whatever happens in between, I don't. Depreciation, amortization, EBITDA. I don't like this. I mean, although I studied it, right? Anyways, long story short, I was in the accounting class and I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is this T account? I don't understand. And then when I started working, we don't do T accounts. There is already a system for it, you know. So there is a conflicting data when it comes to that. There is a conflicting data when it comes to you not understanding your business. You know, finance and accounting are not hard to understand. Just I don't know why we had this fat net note, which by the way I've never opened the book. Me, my accounting professors, I have a confession. I never opened an accounting book. I was working from the slides you gave us, you know? So again, guys, if you do not look for the information yourself, you'll hate it. I hated sales. Pardon, Uncle G. You know, when I first heard about Cardone University, the sales trading. I'm like, I'll buy everything from Cardone except sales, right? Until I understood sales is an art. You have the greeting, you have the fact finding, you have the demo, you have the close. Oh my gosh, it's an art. I'm like, oh. So even when we talk to clients and we know where we are in the cycle. It's an art. Now I love it. But because I didn't understand it, I had a conflicting data about how to do it. So when you look and you see for yourself, whatever the topic is, you have a better understanding of it. And that's where your dreams thrive. And instead of having conflicting data that clashes between you and your dreams.
Look for yourself. Look for yourself, and then also become aware that you probably have other conflicting data in your life right now that you're not aware of yet. Okay, and that's what you need to find those things in your life, because if you're not aware of something, you can't change it.
100%.
Yeah. So let's bring William up. William, we would love to bring you up and say, first of all, William is who produces our show. Everybody. Okay, he's at Wi-Fi on Instagram. He is one of the most amazing people you could ever meet in your life. He truly cares about service and helping people. We sometimes think that he's part Arab because he does have that, like, the Arab in him. You know?
Yeah. What's your Arabic name? Wi-Fi.
Shaheen.
Yes.
Thank you, William, for all the work you have been doing with us for this past year. And I'm gonna tell you, you are someone who, like, you are a huge asset in our life, and we want to thank you so much for all the hard work you've been doing for us, for your family, and for the mankind.
That says a lot. So thank you. It really has been an honor and a privilege to work with you guys. I have a notebook. Well, actually, I have a few notebooks now because of you guys, because I take notes just like everyone who watches the show. And I walk away. You know, what people don't know is that we sometimes have pre-show and post-show kind of briefs. And 9 times out of 10, my response to this beautiful couple here is get out of my head, because what we're talking about is exactly what I need in my life. And I know that it's not just me, right? It feels like me because it feels very directed, but the truth is it's content that everyone can relate to, everyone needs. And today is no different. Understanding conflicting information in your life is to understand the level of clarity in which you're going. You need to understand what information is conflicting. Where did it come from? Why was it even allowed? What were you conditioned to believe to be true, right? All the points that Alex and Miriam are talking about today are points that everyone has the ability to be able to really put action behind, and is one of the many reasons why I love putting the show together, working with you guys. And you know, this is from my heart, because I speak to you about this behind the camera, in front of the camera, and even after the camera, right? So it's absolutely true. It is absolutely a godsend in my life. It is a blessing in my life. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for both of you, whether in opportunity or in relationship or in friendship or in love. And so with that, I am so happy and grateful to have both of you in my life. I'm so happy and grateful to be a part of the Clear and Conquer community, and to have just a single page on your journey is enough for me to be very humbled and so appreciative and grateful. So thank you for everyone watching. Thank you for anyone asking. You can head on over to Purple Circle, or you can just follow me at Wi-Fi. I am at Wi-Fi on Instagram, so you can connect with me there. There it is. I am the guy who pushes the buttons, so that's why I'm able to do these things, right? But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the platform. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the work that I do, not only for you, but for so many other people. But what I love about working with you both specifically is right in your name. You're helping people get clear on their goals, clear on their wants, clear on their desires, and then clear on their rights. Right. And then conquering life, conquering those desires, conquering accomplishments and goals with true purpose, with true accountability. you both are an absolute power couple, and I am absolutely honored and privileged to know you and to work with both of you. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the time. It's been a heck of a year, and I'm looking forward to what 2023 has in store. I know I'm ready, and I hope people who are watching and listening, I hope you're ready too.
Thank you, William. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. And like, the reason why we wanted to pull him up is because like, we just want everybody to know what kind of a person he is. He's the same person off camera as he is on camera. Now, like, he's
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. He's not this person that it puts on the show just to come on, same person, and always loves to help people, like truly cares about people. Hospitality is through the roof, like I said, just like
yeah, we were in his house the other day for
Yeah.
Christmas. William, like, we love you, we respect you, we
Thank you.
appreciate you. And again, your family is our family. Like, we are one family. It's a quantum family, as you call it. And with that, I believe you take us away. You end the show.
Oh my gosh, I would be honored to end this show. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to connect with Alex and Miriam over at clearandconquer.com. Get clear on your goals. Stay accountable. Head on over to the store at clearandconquer.com/store, or head on over to clearandconquer.com. Oh my gosh, they have so many offers. Just go to them. Go to them, clearandconquer.com. Get clear on what you want. Conquer what you deserve. You have a God-given purpose. Get into that purpose. Stay accountable to yourself. Stay accountable to others. Spread that word. Spread that faith. And with that, we'll see everyone next year. Bye, everyone.
Happy New Year. Take care, guys.
See you later, everybody.